Welcome back to KIMT News 3 at 5. This Earth Day, you may be itching to get outside, but if you haven't had a chance, KIMT Storm Team 3 meteorologist Sean Macaday has us covered from Fillmore County. He takes us inside Forestville-Mystery Cave State Park to celebrate what makes our area worth exploring and preserving.
It's Earth Day, a time to celebrate what makes our planet livable, wonderful, and special. It's also a day to think about how our actions impact the planet. But to truly appreciate our Earth, you've got to explore the world around you. That's why I headed to Forestville-Mystery Cave State Park in Fillmore County to learn what makes the nature of southeast Minnesota unique. Bob Storley is the park manager here. He says the geology is what makes it a one-of-a-kind destination.
What's great about Minnesota state parks is that they highlight the different landscapes, the variety that exists in the state of Minnesota. And here at Forestville-Mystery Cave, we have a splendid example of karst topography.
Karst topography refers to an area marked by sinkholes, caves, and springs, and can be found in southeast Minnesota and northeast Iowa in an area sometimes referred to as the driftless or blufflands region. It's here where the geology gives way to environments found nowhere else in the Midwest. To get a closer look, we hopped in an ATV and headed deep into the park. Big Spring is located on the south end of the park, where the end of a cave system pours fresh water into the stream out of the side of a cliff. A number of other springs are a stone's throw away, but that's just the start of what makes this spot special.
So behind us is a slope of, or a cliff of limestone where cool air will sink down through the fractures of the limestone.
This rare formation is known as an algific talus slope and is completely unique to the driftless area.
So the species that you see at algific talus slopes you typically won't see until you reach latitudes further north, several hundred miles in some cases.
As Storley and I headed north along the trail, we couldn't help but notice the flowers beginning to bloom, which is ahead of schedule given our warm winter.
Spring beauties blooming. Bloodroot is starting to bloom now. A fun plant that I know my kids like to find was Dutchman's breeches.
These spring ephemerals weren't all, as nearby we walked past an impressive beaver dam which alone improves the biodiversity of the whole park. Now on the north end, Storley showed me one of his favorite plants which is now in bloom, the well-named skunk cabbage. Oh yeah. Oh my God. Even if it isn't all coming up roses, at the end of the day, Storley says there are plenty of ways to appreciate the world around us.
Some people like to get out and do nature photography. Some people like to get out and do the hikes. Some people like to get out and fish, ride horseback. You know, these are all things that people come to Forestville Mystery Cave State Park and Lake Louise to partake in.
Meteorologist Sean Macaday, KIMT News 3.
Stinky, skunk plant, or roses. It's all part of this weird, wonderful world. Now, all Minnesota state parks will be free this Saturday, April 27th. If you want to get out and maybe find that plant, it's all in honor of Earth Week. Sarah.